Master of Chaos, my enemy, my friend. Jay, Cole, Nia, and Irene all snowboarded down the mountain, laughing and whooping as Crag ran down after them. Cole jumped over some old bones and landed on the bottom with the others. Crag slid down and crashed into Cole and Jay, and they laughed. Yeah, all right, Cole exclaimed. I still can't believe you guys found a traveler's tree, Jay remarked. Me neither. Who would have thought traveler's tea comes from a tree, right? Cole said. Irene smacked his arm. Where did you think it grew? Master Wu's beard? She sassed. I wonder how we can turn it into tea, Nia mused. Maybe that old lady in the village can help. She probably knows a lot of weird stuff, Jay suggested. Sorla? Yeah, hopefully, Nia replied. All I know is I am not losing these leaves again, Cole declared. I'm keeping them tucked here, safe, and Crag roared, sniffing the air. What's up, Crag? What do you smell? Cole asked. Danger, Irene said, her senses on alert. They all heard a roaring sound, and an ice dragon flew overhead. Irene hid them all with an illusion of a snowdrift, and the dragon passed by them, heading for the village. Jay gasped as Irene dropped the illusion. What was that? He asked. Crag growled. A dragon! Nia exclaimed. Looks like it's heading for the village, Cole cried. They all broke into a run. We have to get there in time. We have to, Irene cried. They didn't make it in time. Oh no! Nia cried, seeing everyone frozen. Kai! Jay shouted, seeing the Master of Fire sitting on the ground, looking defeated. Are you all right? Cole asked as they ran over to him. I couldn't do anything to stop it. I tried, but Kai sighed. My elemental powers weren't strong enough. I couldn't stop it. Nia looked away and spotted Sorla frozen in ice. Sorla! She cried, running over and pressing her ear to the ice, hearing a heartbeat. She pounded her fist on the ice. Nia, you can't help her, Jay said. We have to find a way, Nia insisted. Nia, he's right, Cole told her. I was supposed to protect them, and I failed, Kai said softly. Crag looked at the frozen ice fissures. They're not dead, Kai. They're frozen. We'll find a way to help them, I promise, Irene said, patting his back. How? Nia wondered. The Ice Emperor. He did this, Cole said. Then maybe it's time we took the fight to him, Kai declared. What do you have in mind? Nia asked. Lloyd wanted us to distract the Ice Emperor, to give him a chance to sneak in and find Zane. What better way to distract him than to find the land bounty, fix it up, and drive it through his front door, Kai suggested. You know, when I suggest things like that, everyone thinks I'm bonkers, Cole said. Because when you do suggest things like that, you are bonkers, Irene sassed. But I like this plan. Me too, Nia agreed. Let's do it, Jay added. Crag roared his agreement, and Kai noticed him for the first time. He jumped up with a yell. Irene laughed at him. It's okay, Kai. Crag's a friend, she said. Can you sense how Lloyd's doing right now? Kai asked. Irene shut her eyes, stretching her senses out. From what I can tell, he's doing okay, she said. What about Zane? It should work now that we're in the same realm, Cole said. I'll try, Irene said, trying to sense Zane. She gasped and stumbled, but Cole caught her arm. Are you okay, love? He asked. I'm okay, she replied, but when I tried to sense Zane, it was off somehow, foggy. Something was clouding my sense of him. Hopefully Lloyd can find him, Jay said. Lloyd and Akita were traveling on the Titan mech. Akita was in her wolf form, resting on the mech's hand, and Lloyd was driving it. They stopped at the edge of a glacier in front of the castle. There it is, Lloyd said. Akita shifted back to her human form. What are we waiting for? She demanded. It's going to be dark soon. We'll have a better chance of crossing the glacier by daylight, Lloyd said. As night fell, they set up camp. They sat by the lantern, trying to stay warm. When you have rescued your friend Zane, what will you do? Akita asked. Go back to Ninjago if there's a way. What about you? Lloyd said. I do not know. The forest is my home, Akita replied. Maybe you can come with us, Lloyd suggested. Do you have formlings in Ninjago? Akita asked. No, Lloyd admitted. Then I would be alone there too, she said. You wouldn't be alone. You'd be with us. We have a really cool monastery, video games, a hot tub. There's just these chickens you have to watch out for, Lloyd said. Akita laughed. She stopped and sniffed the air, on alert. What is it? Lloyd asked. Something is coming, Akita replied, turning into a wolf. Lloyd jumped into the mech and started it up. They saw the ice dragon flying towards the castle. Lloyd pressed the mech against the cliff wall, hoping the dragon wouldn't see him and Akita. It flew on by, and Lloyd sighed in relief. Akita growled as the dragon turned around, alerting Lloyd. He looked up in surprise. Ah! Akita, get behind me! He shouted, activating the slicer. The dragon blasted ice at him, and he blocked it, reflecting it back. The dragon screeched and flew up. It roared and blasted ice around the mech, trapping Lloyd. No! He cried. Akita barked, and the dragon landed on the ice, preparing to freeze her. Come on, Lloyd muttered, whacking the controls. Akita dodged the ice, snarling as she leaped under the dragon. Lloyd finally broke free of the ice. The dragon tried to freeze him again, but Lloyd grabbed its head, clamping its jaws shut. He threw the dragon to the ground. The dragon swung its tail at him and tried to fly away, but Lloyd grabbed a hold of its leg. The dragon froze the right hand of the mech and flew away, dragging the mech with it. No, not good, Lloyd panicked. Warning, hull integrity at 40%, an automated voice said. The ice dragon dove down and continued dragging the mech as warnings flashed across the controls screen. Lloyd screamed. 30%. Akita ran after Lloyd. 20%. Warning. Hull integrity, 10%, the system said. I can count down to my own impending doom, thank you, Lloyd said. He saw that the dragon was going to crash him into a wall. Lloyd tried to slow it down by dragging the mech against the ice. The ice covering the mech started to break, but the dragon slammed him into the wall and flew up. The mech smashed to pieces, and Lloyd crawled out, injured. The dragon landed and began to crawl towards Lloyd, preparing to freeze him in ice. Akita ran up along its spine and jumped on the dragon's head, forcing its jaws shut. The dragon tossed her against the wall and she lay still. Akita! Lloyd cried, and he winced in pain. The dragon suddenly grabbed Lloyd in its claws and flew towards the ice castle. Akita shifted back to her human form and watched, unable to do anything. Lloyd groaned as the dragon dropped him at the gates. Vex and 2 Blizzard warriors were waiting for him. Pick him up, Vex ordered, and the warriors grabbed his arms. Vex bent down and inspected him for a moment. Lloyd was then dragged inside, into the throne room where the Ice Emperor was waiting. The warriors dropped Lloyd, and he groaned, trying to focus on his surroundings. My Emperor, behold the stranger in green, Vex said as the Ice Emperor got up from his throne and walked down the steps. Lloyd looked at the scepter in the Ice Emperor's hand and realized that it wasn't a scepter. It was a familiar staff with a very familiar scroll encased in ice. He then knew the identity of the Ice Emperor. Zane?